hearties, welcome back to the Teacup Trail. We are on episode 11 of season 9. I don't know about you, but for me, I wasn't there for episode 11. I just feel like not many things happen, but there are a couple of things that happened in this episode that I'm excited to talk about. We will highly concentrate on Elizabeth and Lucas in this review. There's only one video for episode 11 review. I hope you enjoyed this one as well. We should get started.
After the sale of the oil company and being cleared of criminal wrongdoing, I never would have imagined Lucas would become discouraged and even withdrawn. Of course, it's possible I'm overstating. After all, the weather has been dismal and the sky is drab. Yet all I know for sure is I've never seen the man I love so unhappy.
What a sad and depressing way to start the episode. Once again, Elizabeth gave us another voiceover and just basically summarizes what just happened and how she's doing, how Lucas is doing. Lucas is completely done with the oil company, and it's normal for him to go through the emotion like that. It's really sad to see him like that, but it's life. He still hasn't figured out what to do next, and he's just in that waiting game and just going through the process, the emotion of letting go of the oil company. And I think he did enjoy it. I think he really was interested in that business venture with Henry, especially when he first started. And even though he had some business troubles with the oil company, business drama, I think he still enjoyed it. And I think it became a huge part of him, and letting it go, it brought him to right now and just being sad and depressed and waiting to see what life offers him next.
What are we looking at? Sorry.
Just that dart.
I've never noticed that before. Did you throw it?
Tom Travoy.
Oh.
After he signed the deed to the saloon over to me. He picked up that dart and threw it on his way out the door. I don't know. Maybe he was trying to leave his mark. It's been there ever since.
I think he's having some flashback and a walk down memory lane of how he came into Hope Valley, and he just started with the saloon. That saloon gave him a jump start, I would say, in Hope Valley, and allowed him to move into Hope Valley and start a new life in Hope Valley. And it's interesting, we never knew that there was a dot on the wall, and he looking at it, and Elizabeth like, okay, what's the story behind it? But you can tell that Lucas is not himself, and he's just processing what happened and just thinking about his life in general, and I think he's trying to find what is next for him.
And with that, Tom Travoy was gone. With my $1,000 over asking.
I know I've already asked, but would you like to discuss what's been bothering you lately?
I just don't think that I'm able to explain it better than I've already tried. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's just not like you. But whatever you need, and maybe that's not talking to me. Maybe that's not talking at all.
Elizabeth is a great girlfriend. She is there to support him, give him any type of needs that he needs. She's trying to be his emotional support. She just wants him to find that closure and have that opportunity to close the door mentally and just be happy and move on to the next adventure that life will throw at him.
How about
A horse ride?
give me a moment to tell Rosemary?
Oh, no, your salon day. I forgot. Rosemary has been looking forward to that. You deserve it. Please don't cancel. We'll go another time.
Are you sure?
Yes. Though, if you don't mind, I may take that ride by myself.
I think you should. Please have fun.
You too.
And it's nice of Lucas to not allow himself to distract Elizabeth from her plans for the day. I mean, he's not one of the boyfriends where all he thinks about is himself and pressure her to cancel her spa. Like, he still allow her to go to the spa appointment and enjoy herself, pamper herself, and have a quiet and relaxing time with Rosemary.
On my birthday, with everything that was happening, Lucas didn't give me my present.
It's never been about the gifts for you.
No, and it isn't, but... Well, if my birthday present had been simply that, he would have just given it to me. But if Lucas was planning on giving me an engagement ring, maybe he's changed his mind about us.
99.99% of fandom, I would say, predicted that there's a ring in that tiny box. I said it's a pair of nice earrings. We will talk about that later on, but not only Elizabeth dealing with Lucas, she's dealing with her own insecurities after what happened in that moment in Lucas' office. He was about to give her that box, and she just, another time, the phone rang, and it just, the moment wasn't right. So she having this thought and this second thought, like, okay, like, it definitely looks like an engagement ring box. He was about to give it to me, but he just never bring back to that moment. Like, he didn't even, like, remember to take it out or ask me to come into his office again alone and give me the present. So Elizabeth, like, you know, is he not want to marry me? Like, after what happened? Like, did I do something wrong?
Glamorous.
No, thank you.
You are a beautiful woman, inside and out. Now show yourself off.
Yes, please. That is something that I would like to see. Oh, brava. Brava.
How are we going to tell them apart?
That was cute. You see the look on Lucas' face, like, yep, that's my girlfriend. I thought that was funny though. Rosemary and Elizabeth basically was like twinning in that scene.
I rode up to the high ridge where the pines form a V. Don't tell Nathan I said this, but I think he might be right. When it comes to horses and automobiles.
You really enjoyed yourself, didn't you? You're in much better humor than you were when you left.
I think we should ride up there sometime. The view is almost as spectacular as from the airplane. I think you'll like it.
I think I will too. Let's do it.
I'm used to exploring big cities. In Paris, Madrid. Maybe it was just needing to be away from everything that was going on here. Or maybe I simply hadn't considered all of my possibilities. I found myself imagining what it might be like to live someplace remote like that.
And leave Hope Valley?
No, that's not what I mean.
Oh.
Hey. As long as we're together.
You can see the insecurity on Elizabeth again. She's like, oh boy, so you don't want to live in Hope Valley? You want to move somewhere like in the mountain, remote, leave everything behind in Hope Valley, including me. So she's like, okay, where is Lucas? Like, in his headspace, like, what's going on with him? Like, does he just want to, like, get up and just leave Hope Valley and start somewhere new again, like he's been doing his whole life?
Did you mean what you said?
Elizabeth, you're soaked. Here. Let me.
Last night, you mentioned perhaps wanting to live somewhere remote. Is that what you'd like?
Elizabeth, I found a home here in Hope Valley. And last night, it was a realization that you and I and little Jack can do whatever we want.
Number one, I'm really glad Elizabeth just sprung up like that because she needed to let it out and talk to him. Second, I really like how Luke put his jacket over her. That was like his first reaction, like, you're soaking wet, like, let me get you warmed. Yeah, this scene is like the highlight of the episode, in my opinion.
I hope I haven't given you reason to doubt me.
On my birthday, I thought you were going to propose. And then we got interrupted, and you didn't, and... I don't know, I thought maybe you changed your mind about us. Saying it out loud, it feels silly.
No. Don't move.
I don't know if this makes sense, but I feel like it's stressful. Like, Elizabeth had to tell Lucas that she thought that he was going to propose to her the other day on her birthday. And if you were Lucas, you would be like, well, it's not a ring in that box, it's something else. So it's kind of like limit the potential of a surprise proposal. Like, Lucas still can surprise her, like, at another time with a ring in the box, but her talking about it right now is just like, it's a little bit awkward. And Elizabeth, like, it sounds silly saying it out loud, but she had to say it, because if you don't say it, it's like, forever hold your peace, like, you gotta say it. It's nice to Lucas of being a comfortable listener. Like, they created this, like, safe space for the relationship where they just tell each other anything, even if it's silly or not, and she just like, like, saying it out loud, it's like, it sounds silly, and Lucas like, no, like, I will not know unless you tell me what's bothering you. And it's really good that Elizabeth went up to him and just released all of that.
Happy belated birthday. Are you going to open it?
Of course. Lucas.
Elizabeth to have that guess, like, okay, it's a ring, and see the look on her face, she's like, okay, is it the moment? Like, it's just the moment. And it's funny how Lucas just, like, offered it to her, like, in his hand, like, waiting for her to grab it, and she's just like, oh, you want me to grab it? So this is not a ring, because if it was, the guy usually, get down on his knees and propose. So I'm like, girl, that is not a ring. And she opened it. It's a pair of earrings, and I was right. I thought it could be like a he to a how too, but anyway, I don't know. But yeah, I predicted it was a pair of earrings, and it was beautiful and small elegant gift for Elizabeth, and I think she still enjoyed it.
I apologize if I led you to believe I was going to give you a ring.
These are beautiful.
After your extravagant gift, I felt mine sort of paled in comparison. Was worried it would disappoint you. Saying that out loud, I feel silly.
It's really nice of Lucas to apologize for leading her on, thinking that it was a ring, but it's not. Definitely a lot of confusion that happened in this situation, and it's good that they cleared the air on that. And Elizabeth insecurity about her relationship with Lucas, the future of her relationship with Lucas, thinking that Lucas gonna just quit Hope Valley and start a new life somewhere. It's comforting when Lucas assured her that Hope Valley is his home, with her and little Jack. Lucas was trying to think of the possibility that he has for himself and his family. I think the possibility of having a second home, like a vacation home in the mountains, somewhere remote, I wouldn't be surprised if he go down that path. He definitely not living Hope Valley. I think he's just thinking of what he can bring to his family, and I think he just thinking ahead, and I think he want to do something that will make his family happy, and I think he also want to find that balance of, okay, Hope Valley is my home, but I still want to travel, have that opportunity to travel as a family and just not, quit on traveling. Like, he want to have that life balance of home life and a travel life. And I think that he'll make it work. And I think Elizabeth would understand that.
We know each other better than this.
I love you.
I love you.
That's the highlight of the episode, is that I love you, and he said it first, I like that, and then she said it back to him. And throughout season 9, like, there were moments where you can tell that they love each other, but they just haven't said it yet until now. I was a little bit surprised though. I thought we will get to hear them say I love you, like, right before a proposal, but I'm glad it happened just now. They really didn't, like, rush into it. Like, they know they love each other, but I think the moment had to be right, and this moment was the right moment.
If someone feels they're in love, at least has a strong attraction,
One that's undeniable.
I sensed you wanted to talk to.
Thanks.
You look terrible.
At least I've given up any pretense. It wasn't always like this. Nora took such good care of me when I was sick. There was no reason. And we just weren't right for each other.
Do you regret marrying her?
Well, it's better to have loved and lost.
I'm not so sure about that myself.
So, this scene is really interesting, and I really want to talk about it, because I was just like, it didn't mean what this mean, but first of all, Molly wanted to talk about her love life to Faith, and it's nice they formed this really unique friendship, Molly and Faith, and they really opened up about their past and their love life, and to be there for each other and encourage each other as friends as they navigate through the single life. And Molly, I was just thinking, like, okay, is she talking about Bill? And then, Bill and Molly in 2 different locations, and then Faith and Nathan, and I'm like, huh, like, I don't know if this is, like, a foreshadow of what to come, between these 4 people, these 2 different couples.
Of course, I've never been married.
I'd almost forgotten what a blessing marriage can be.
I mean, it would take me putting myself back out there again, after Elizabeth.
Same with me after Nora.
I feel the same way about Carson.
Patrick was such a thoughtful man.
It would be nice, though.
To find someone?
Yeah.
Well, then take my advice.
No, I don't know where things stand with you and May.
But if love comes your way,
Don't wait to reach out and take it if you can.
you could live to regret it.
So I'm thinking, like, Faith and Nathan, but that started to talk about Carson on the woman's side and then May on the men's side, and you're just like, okay, maybe Carson is coming back in season 10. I don't mind him as a character, but I do like how Faith has her own practice now. Like, she is that lady boss, and I'm enjoying that, and I'm enjoying that for her, and I think she deserves it. When Carson and Faith work together, I feel like she can be belittled sometimes by Carson, and she couldn't really like shine in her own way, in her own knowledge, and she just couldn't be herself 100% as a doctor. So Carson being away, it's not really a bad thing for her. Like, she be able to be herself and just expand her horizon and just be in control of that infirmary. And I think she's doing great. The only way that I will allow Carson and Faith to be a couple again and marry, if they do go down that road, is if they are a better version of themselves. Like, don't bring me back to the past drama. Don't relive the past. Like, I don't want them to like go through that drama of like, oh, I thought you wanted to get married, but you don't want to get married. Do you want to get married? Like, Faith even told Nathan in season 9, like, I don't want to get married yet. And Nathan the same thing. So it's just like Faith and Carson need to either work their crap out or to just, stay as friends. And Nathan and Faith together, I can see it happen, but because of May, it's kind of hard. I really like May with Nathan. May is like a fresh air in Hope Valley. She's someone new, and they went well together, like right off the bat after the accident. But May has like her own issue with Jeffrey. Faith is not in the right headspace because she's still like trying to find that closure on Carson. So everyone is like having their own issue. Also, like for me, I'm like, I hope there's not another love triangle. Like, because it's just like question everywhere about Nathan's love life. Like, who he gonna end up with? And you have these possibilities, and you're just like, oh boy, are we gonna have a love triangle or a swear? A love swear? I don't know if that even exists. But yeah, we'll see what happens in the season finale and in season 10. I feel like we're not gonna get an answer until season 10 regarding Nathan's love life. And yeah, I don't know what the status on Carson. Does anyone know if Carson coming back?
Mademoiselle,
Gustav.
Lucas is not here. He asked that when you came by, I made sure you received this.
Thank you, Gustav. Did Lucas say when he'd be back?
He did not.
And I take it you don't know where he went?
I believe he left town.
But I just saw his car parked outside.
He went by horse.
Gustav, I'm sure he'll be fine.
Teacup question of the day: what do you think is inside that envelope? This is the last scene I want to talk about. Lucas is nowhere to be seen, and he left by horseback. So I'm wondering if he is checking out a place. I don't know, or getting an engagement ring. That's a possibility. If you saw the preview for the next episode, you know what's gonna happen. I was thinking is he gonna like get her on a scavenger hunt, meet him somewhere? I don't know. That's my random guess. Let me know what you think is inside that envelope. Really interesting way to end the episode though. Like Lucas just not in Hope Valley at the moment. Hopefully it's a good thing, you know, whatever he up to. But I can't wait for next episode. I'm looking at the preview and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I think it will be more action packed. I just feel like this episode 11 is just kind of slow. Or maybe it's just me. But yeah, so we have one more episode to go. Season finale. Hopefully season 10 announcement. I haven't like been on social media since I was sick. Yeah. So if there was already a season 10 announcement, I just haven't seen it yet. But if there isn't yet, I hope we do get season 10. I think we will. I don't know about after season 10 though. I'm just like a little bit nervous though. Like this show been on for so long, and you know that feeling like, okay, how many more seasons this show gonna go on, you know? When this does end someday, not to be mean, but when it does end someday, I'll be so sad. Anyway, for now, let's enjoy the season finale of season 9, and I think it'll be a good episode. Hope Lee finally finds out that Rosemary is pregnant. He gotta find out. The saloon gonna be on fire, so yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully not a bad damage. Yo, if the saloon like burned down completely, oh my god, that's gonna break Lucas' heart. Boy. Yeah. Anyway, I'm excited. I hope you're excited too. What's the season finale? Can't believe we at this point right now. Any questions, thoughts, jot them down below. I apologize again for YouTube. I don't know what's going on. I read some stuff on Google, like sometimes if there's like a hit in my review, like in one of the scenes, like YouTube will automatically shut off the comment. I think they have like a policy on children in videos. That could be the reason, but I'm trying my best to keep an eye out and turning the comment on again and again and again. I apologize for that. And if you see your comment disappear, don't worry, it's gonna come back. It takes like a day for it to come back. It's so annoying. And then after like a week, YouTube stopped shutting it off. So it's like you have to wait a week until, you know, the comment section is on for good. I apologize for that, but feel free to do the usual. Yeah, I hope you enjoy this journey of season 9 with me. I hope you had fun, and we have one more episode to go and finish it off with a bang. And then summer break. We're gonna announce it. I'm gonna announce it again in the next review. After next week, I will take a summer break, and I think I'll be back in August. We'll see. I will let you know next week. But I'm definitely doing Sanditon season 1 and 2 in the late summer, early fall 2022. We're gonna talk about this show, and we should finish before the holidays. I have a holiday break. I think it would be a fun show to do. I still want to go through season 1, even though what happened, but I think season 1 is still a good season to talk about, and season 2, I'm really excited. Season 3 will be released next year, so we have time to talk about this show. If you never watched this show, I highly recommend, or if you want to watch it with me in my review, you are welcome to. But I will definitely be back later this summer late summer to do Sanditon, and I think it would be really fun. So I hope you join me on that one. And if there's a season 10 of When Called the Heart, of course I'll be back next year. And I think we would do this review as the season goes. I think it's a good idea. I think it's fun to do it while the season is on TV. So that's the plan. I'll announce it again next week. I'm gonna be sad, you guys. Like the time has come. Like, there's literally only one episode left of season 9. Damn. Alrighty, that's all I have to say for now. I hope you enjoyed this one. Comment below, answer the Teacup question of the day. I hope you enjoyed this one. Hope you're having a good day, a good night, wherever you are. See you soon. Bye.